Is now. Strong yourself all. What song's in Darren Dee?
The one on boy, the woman.
So you better watch what you're doing with your hair, you know. Yeah, sometimes I appreciate the bald-headed ladies too. Yeah. No problem with that, man.
Bald-head by choice.
Can't no good.
Bald-head by choice, not by
yeah, man. Let me tell you, I've seen some ladies with bald head that look nice, really beautiful, man.
Yeah, like,
yeah, man, shiny scalp and
like the lady said, everything doesn't look good on everybody.
We're going to touch on it. So it is all about self-education and so forth. So, well, let me ask you this. All right, that's the question. I mean, when we're talking about it here, the issue of how certain chemicals that women put in their hair and the lack of knowledge associated with the use of these chemicals in some cases can lead to devastating impact on our women's health. And you know, but as a Rastafarian, of course, you know, there's a natural treatment to the hair that is undergone, and you know, there's no are there chemicals that are involved in procuring a Rastafarian hair. Guest in there as well. Go ahead, Karen. Yes.
No, I just wanted to ask him: is he saying that all of us hate ourselves, all black women hate ourselves because we alter our hair texture?
I don't think he's saying that we all of us hate ourselves. I think he's saying that the philosophy that has long been held is that you know, many of us are through I guess slavery and colonization and all of the miseducation of our people, including our women. We don't understand that many of the behaviors they exhibit, many of the things that we do, the products and chemicals we use to conform to modern, I guess, the modern style or the modern look of what is supposed to be acceptable can sometimes be, or is many times a part of our of the philosophy of self-hatred, and in fact a reality in many cases. And you know, if you don't know, you don't know, and so ignorance is a part of that. And so what we're trying to do is educate and wake people up to that. That's what the brother is doing, in fact.
Okay. What can I say though?
Yeah.
With all of the stuff that's been made on the shelves, they're all from the periodic table. And they're broken down into these elements and compounds, but the percentages are different.
So yeah, a lot of it though is a lot of them are lightening products. They don't keep your constituent color and what you're naturally born and given. A lot of it is used to change what you look like, and in fact there is a component of that has to do with how you view yourself.
Okay.
You know, what you think is acceptable in the world. And it's oftentimes not dark and melanin driven and black. It is usually, whether you come from the Caribbean or United States or England, it's usually lighter and whiter.
Okay.
And that's what he's trying to point to. Darren, you got a comment?
Yeah, my thing is, my issue is more with black women who color their hair blonde. You know, you're not white. Most black people aren't born blonde. I got Bermudian family, and they have different color hair, and they have green and blue, crazy blue eyes. But when we're coloring our hair blonde and straightening it, and then yeah, you know, that's self-hatred right there to me.
Yes, caller. Welcome inside the Community Connection. What say you? Blessing. Yes, sir. I'm sorry, say that again, my brother. I didn't get you clear.
Anything you don't put in your mouth, don't put it on your skin or your hair.
Karen's gonna jump in for a second. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. As far as putting in your mouth, have you ever read the ingredients on toothpaste? Okay. Okay, sodium hydroxide is sodium hydroxide. Yes, Patrick? Okay, do you know that sodium hydroxide is in toothpaste?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, but you're saying everything that goes in your, if you won't ingest it or put in your mouth, don't put it on your hair. Sodium hydroxide is something that you put in your mouth all the time, but it's in the percentage. But sometimes the companies change your percentage and it's not Okay, but you're still brushing. Oh, a lot of people don't know it's not in the toothpaste, but a lot of people didn't know that the sodium hydroxide wasn't in the color as well.
Right,
and in
right.
a demi-color, you're not supposed to have sodium hydroxide in it at high alkaline base to cause any kind of change in the cortical layer. So when this happened to me, it killed me. I cried for 3 months about it. But then I said, I can't cry about it anymore. I got to do something about it.
Yeah.
So this is why Patrick invited me to his station to talk about it, release myself.
Yeah. Because, and not only that,
right. Read the labels.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the point of this whole program.
Yeah, and I think both of you are right, you know, because, and the brother before is right as well. There's a whole knowledge gap here that has to do with lack of information and lack of education on how we're made up. And what is good to interact with what we are made up of.
Right.
And oftentimes, because we're in business, or you know, we are generally in the community, you know, we follow trends and we do things that can have negative impact. So when you experience this, you know, you have to talk about it because it does have a negative impact on the people that you serve.
That's right.
You know, and as a professional, you want to know that, you know, those who are serving, because you're not the only cosmetologists who are doing that. All over this country, all over the world, all over the Caribbean, all over Africa, these products are getting out there, and women are using them, and they're impactful. So, I mean, what precautions and, you know, do you take each and every single day? 973-494-0851 is the number to reach us in conversation with Karen Batchelor of Eminence.
Hair Design.
279 West Palisades Avenue, Englewood, New Jersey. 201-227-0010. 0010. That's where you can reach her. Go check her out. She is a highly qualified hair care specialist, very knowledgeable, and so she deserves your business. But you know, you need a cosmetologist who is learned in the business, takes the time to know what is good for you, so that when you sit down, ladies, you know, a lot of people go to stylists because, you know, the stylist is good, she can't do all kind of things with my hair, and well, the ends are splitting, and the root is bad, and all kinds of. Why do we, as and I guess black women are not the only ones that do it, but we seem to do it in an extraordinary high amount, and choose to experiment so much with our hair. You know, many of us have very, very, very wonderful hair. Why do we choose to change? I mean, I guess there's an individual experiential factor in it, a matter of choice in it. But I wonder if some of the things some of the brothers are saying about, you know, women not liking what their hair look like because it is not like what's popular in the magazine. I think there's a lot of that in there.
Well, that's true. But sometimes women get bored. Sometimes people get bored.
A lot of other people get bored too. But you know, I don't see any white people or Asian people wearing black hair. You know, that's not out there.
Sometimes they try to do the dreads and
but they're not implant any black hair in their hair.
They're not implanting black hair, but they're implanting hair.
But it won't be black hair.
It's not black hair.
Not going to be black hair. So why are we trying to implant white hair and Indian hair? Not to say that they're bad, but it's not of your natural being.
To each his own. To each his own. And when it's
but it's a new phenomenon. That's not. It's not something that happened.
It's always been going on.
It's a brand new phenomenon.
What? Implanting hair?
Yeah.
It's maybe brand new to you.
Using the no. Using what do you call it? The extensions and all that. That's a 10-year-old event. That's not that.
10-year-old?
10, maybe 15.
15-year-old.
Yeah, maybe 15.
No,
maybe.
I think I've been around long enough to know that it's more than 15
years. Okay.
What about wigs and all these things that we've been
wigs.
We used to hide wearing weaves and all of that. Now it's just.
But a lot of women wear wigs because they have hair problems. Maybe.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Now women are wearing wigs because they're lazy.
Problem.
No.
They're lazy.
They're lazy and they don't want to spend money and they just want to get up and go.
There's a different phenomenon though. There's a whole new phenomenon with this hair implantation weaving, though. It's a different thing. There's a different mindset about it. There's a certain freedom of expression component to it. But there's also I think there's something deep-seated in there. A lot of black women do not like their hair.
Some of us
don't like their hair.
Some of us don't.
And
I can say I embrace
hair.
my hair in many different ways. Because right now I'm natural and I love it. I haven't been natural for a while. I've been relaxed and I love that. When I put my weave in, I love that too. You know, so it's just like one.
You walk around scratching your head every second.
Well, for me, you should actually really. Cleanse your weave. You should really cleanse your weave, your hair, just like your regular hair. Because it's a whole hygiene process. You can develop all kind of stuff under that weave. Dry skin, fungus and all that stuff. You're sweating. The under here is sweating, and it's air drying, and it's sweating. All that stuff. So you have to really take care of it. And you can shampoo it every week, every 2 weeks, just like your natural hair. There's no excuses. Exactly. Yes, Some people don't want to do it. They're again lazy or don't want to spend the money, but you can do it.
All right.
Choices. Choices.
Psychology of hair. So, what precautions would a cosmetologist take when to address the issue of chemicals that are impactful on the hair, and what can one do?
Well, as far as cosmetologists, we should have a relationship with our distributors. But what I realize is your distributor, to me, with my situation, they treated it just like they're just a business. They're giving me products and that's it. When I was going through my issue and I tried talking to them, I never got answers. You know what I mean? So I took it upon myself to call the White House, and then they told me what to do. Call the FDA, the Better Business Bureau, Procter and Gamble. And, I try to get other people involved in it. But when you're doing something bad and it's going to look bad on you, nobody want to be involved. So that's when I took it up on myself. And,
that'd be a long race.
That's right. And it's been a while. And the longer you wait, the more I'm forgetting my information, my dates and stuff. So I sued the company and pro se, and now I'm waiting to see what's going on.
That lawyer.
Right, because I don't know why they won't take my case.
They won't go for against the big companies. Right?
Well, I'm pretty sure of what I'm talking about, and I have all my information. I did a lot of research on this, and I asked different people, scientists and stuff, and especially I was talking to you about the ammonium part and combining it with another base, and it turned back to ammonia, and so I'm pretty sure of what I'm talking about.
So you have to go to chemistry school in order
and can I tell you that I hated chemistry and science in school, and now it came back. Like, thank God I was still paying attention, because I would not know about my periodic table and my compounds and my this, and it came like really naturally to me because I love what I'm doing. And when this was going on with me, it took a toll on me. And I didn't want to do hair anymore. I personally was like, spending thousands of dollars taking classes and learning new trends and techniques and keeping up with stuff. And when this happened to me, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I spending time doing hair? Go find something else. But then loving something, what you do, that's why I said, you know what, let me keep on going and just like do what I gotta do.
Determination. I like that.